Well, hello, folks. I'm Buck with Sawdust Solutions. Welcome to my shop. Today we're going to look at this jet sander, combination disc and belt sander. It was given to me by a friend of mine that her husband passed away, and she cleaned out her building, and this is sitting in the back of the building, stuff piled all over it. So she asked me if I wanted it. I said, sure, I'll take it. And anyway, I got it in here, and I went to looking at it. This type machine would be 220 or 110, either one. So I got to looking at the wire, and it was wired up for 110. So I went and got me a plug. Right now, it's all I got in it, that plug. Got her plugged in. Lo and behold, it went working, believe that or not. This table right here to this belt is at a 90-degree angle. I didn't have to do any adjusting. But the problem with it is these mounting brackets that bolt right here that slide together that holds the table right here is come all to pieces, and it's got stress cracks and everything else. I call it pop metal. But I'm searching for, see if I can't get them brackets. But however, I got enough scraps around here. I can make something that will hold that where it needs to hold safely, and do what I need to do. And if I find the parts, good. But what I'm shooting for, I got to get this table right here at 37 inches off the floor. I got a spindle sander in here that the table on it is 37 inches, and it just seems to work perfectly. So that's what I'm shooting for. If I can get this table 37 inches, it really matches what me fine. So what I need to do is build me a table, and I'm going to incorporate this box right here so it doesn't have any dust collections. So I was going to make a box on this end and make the drill holes in the bottom and let the dust collection go out through the bottom into my dust collector. So put wheels on where I can wheel it around. I like to be able to move stuff around the shop because you're always changing your mind according to the project you got going on. You have to move things around, and that's just part of it. So that's what I was going to try to do today, is see if I can get a table made for this thing, get it mounted, and get something made, and get this thing going. So if you want to, this is something that you might be interested in, stick with me, and we'll see if we can figure this thing out together. So the sander is a jet belt sander disc sander model JSG-6. It's 12-inch disc. This is a 6-inch by 48-inch belt. And this thing is heavy. I mean, it's some weight right here. I'm gonna make me some dust collection right here on the table. I'm gonna build and groom a hole where just do all the drawing out there. As that thing comes around, maybe it'll suck it on down through there. Same thing here. I'll get me a hole drilled right in here somewhere and see if we can get that drawing it. Because then them sanders, they can put out some dust, I'm telling you. So what I'm gonna try to do is get that dust where I can control it. But those pieces that are missing or broke goes right here. Yeah, it just needs to be cleaned up, table built. We'll put this little fella in service. This is the cast iron table. And the way it goes, it bolts here, like one of the pieces that are broke here, and pieces come down, and it works right here. And it's fixed to where you can set it at whatever angle you're looking for. So that's what I'm working on today. So we'll see if we can't get this thing going. So what I gotta do here is I gotta get this table where she's sitting just a little bit above halfway, which is right on there. So what I done, figured I'd utilize this right here. So I've got, like I say, I've just been using scrap. Typical woodworker, they don't throw nothing away. So when I get that done, I come in here and I put this up. And I put this right there. This is halfway. See, it's just barely over halfway. What I just need to come up just a little bit more. Let's see what I can do with that. Okay, this is where I'm at so far. I think I've got the table setting real close to where I need it. I'm utilizing the mounting points. What I'll need to do, I'm going to try to find me a 3/4 or a 1 inch wide where this will come up the same width. Then I'll need to come out and up to where I can encapsulate that right there. Then these pieces here will need to come in on the inside. Because if I have to take it off, I need to unscrew it here where that thing will slide out this way. So that's where I'm at now. I think it's going to work fine. I think it'll work just fine. It's at a 90. That's going to sit just fine, but what that gives me now, I can measure from here to the floor. And then from here to here, here to the floor, and here to here. Subtract the two. Say this is 37 inches. I subtract the distance from here to here, and that's how tall my table is going to need to be. So I think that's going to work just fine. But I think it's going to work fine. I put a rebate on the end where it stick up, hold them ends. I got one on the back and right here on the side. So I'm going to put me a piece right here, and it won't be able to come forward, or I'll have it hemmed in there. There's really not a lot of pressure on that. I think that will hold. But like I say, I'll put me a piece right here to hold this back up, and this cosmetic here on the sides to where I can drill me a hole right there in the dust collection to work, because you want it to draw right through here. The air draw right through there, and that'll take dust on the way. But like I say, I think I got this thing where I can go ahead and the table I'm thinking about doing, the table like it's right here. Jay Bates did this years ago, and I built me one, and it's a stout design. It's light, but one time I bolted it to the floor, that sucker won't move. I mean, you talking about there's no rack in there, but it's light. But you ain't got to worry about it moving. But I was going to build that right there. I actually got some more. I got them two right there. I got me a sharpening station right here on this end where it's comfortable for me. That's what you want to do, build stuff that's comfortable for you. So there's one right there, a little short one. Like I say, this is 37 inches from the top. And to me, it fits fine. But that's what I'm type of table I'm talking about building. And I did some figuring on some measurements here. It'll be 28.5 inches high, 36 inches long, and 18 inches wide. 36 inches long, 18 inches wide, and 28.5 inches tall. We'll put this right here at 37 inches from the floor. And I think that's going to work just fine. So I'll go ahead and get started on the table right now. All right, so I've got the legs put together of this table. I forgot to mention, you cut 4-inch strips. Everything's in 4-inch strips. Even the skirt that goes around is 4 inches. So what I'm going to build now is a skirt to go around the top. Then once I get that squared away, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and build both of them. There's one that I'm going to put about 4 inches off the deck. Be 4 inches around and put me a shelf on the bottom like all the others, and then I'll have a top for it after I get them built. So I got two bottom skirt and a top skirt to good die. Here we go. Well, it looks like we've got our orange stamp. Kind of looks like a table now anyway, don't it? Yeah, I'll get my other one put here. I'm gonna, like I say, leave 4 inches off the deck, put it in, and that way your toe will have a place to go up under it. Well, what I've got here, if y'all could tell, this thing has got marks and stuff on it. If y'all remember in that video where this wood here come from that Maslow teardown. This was the backer board. Well, the thing about it is, it's going to work fine. However, because of this, it's not just straight. In other words, I had to trim just a little off to make it fit up in here. So what I did, I come over here, this way, the 16.5, I trimmed it back a little because it wouldn't fit, but looks like this part is going to be fine. So it being old or it's been cut on, it's changed, it wasn't perfectly straight, but it's going to work fine. It's just that I had to do a little modifying, and all I did is come over here and set me a stop block and cut just ever so slightly off of it. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to put this back together and we'll see if it won't fit in there then. Well, what we've got, that's going to be it. I'm going to set up my engine horse. I'm going to take and put that on that. I just got the top just sitting on there. What I'll do, I'll set that thing down here. I'll get all my measurements. Got to mark my holes. All right, then mark where them holes are going. That way I can take this thing off, go to the drill press, whatever I need to do, and see if we can't get it. Then I'll fasten it down when I'm done. But that thing is solid. It's setting good. Okay. All right, let me see if I can get this thing rigged up and set over there and get my marking done. I'll check back with you in a minute. Okay, I got it sitting on my table. Looking good. It's close where I want it. I'm going to just fine tune and center it. Yeah, I ain't going to take it back off that thing. I done attached to the top. That thing, wow. That thing's heavy. I'm not kidding you. So I'm going to see what I can do right there. Yeah, let me mark it off, drill some holes. And we're getting close here. Well, I got it bolted down. I got my holes cut, and that I gotta get me some pipe, get some plumbing supplies, get where I can plumb it in. And the only thing I like then will be to box that in to where it can draw. But I do have it bolted down, and it's on the table. And I got some wheels I'm gonna mount to it. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna have to start again tomorrow. Well, I think I've got it. Like I say, it's just a bunch of scraps thrown together where I can utilize the sander. You know, I'm still going to try to find them parts. One of these days I will. But this is going to allow me to utilize it. I decided I've got a hole cut under here and it comes out to here. I was going to put, so I got one here that comes out on the belt part. You can see it right there. It comes out here. Well, it's going to run together. Then I used this thing the other day to do some sanding, and what had happened was This thing will eat a piece of wood up. So I decided if I'm using the belt sander, it's going out right here. If I'm using the disc sander, it's going to go out right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up here and I'm going to take a piece of white oak and I'm going to round the corners off and just show you how fast that eats that up. And this is 120 grit. This is 80 grit. That will eat the wood up. I'm going to use this right here and I'm going to show y'all how quick and easy this thing is as far as using the disc sander here. Let me get you set up and I'll be right back. Well, as you can see, that thing works really well. Yeah, it's going to make a real good addition to the shop here. So this stuff will suffice until I can get the right parts. Hope y'all see y'all on the next one. Yeah, hope to see you on the next one. Y'all be safe.